I remember one time I was about in first grade, I think, and we had walked to school. It was, a number of blocks from our house. It wasn't uphill both ways or anything, but it was a good distance, and we were pretty young. And on the way home, I was walking, and there was this bully. And it was just like in that episode of Christmas Story where he just yelled, and me and my friends, we just took out running, and all of us, we just ran in different directions. And I just hoped that I could run faster than any of my friends. But I kept running and running. I was so scared. I'd never faced a bully before, and he was just running after us. Before I knew that he wasn't even behind me anymore, I realized that I had ran so far in a different direction, I didn't know really where I was. And for a moment there, I was pretty scared because I didn't know where to turn. I didn't think about backtracking or finding my steps back, and it had taken it took a good time to find my way home again. Sometimes as Christians, just as people, we're like that. There are things that in our lives that happen that we find ourselves running away, or we find ourselves running from something that takes us away from the heart of who we are, which is Christ in our lives. Jesus talks about the lost sheep all the time. You've seen it in parables and poems and all that kind of stuff. Songs, hymns are about it. It's about Jesus saying that he would seek that one lost sheep. Even if the whole herd were there, that one missing one is quite important. No matter how far we get, no matter how far we run, no matter how far lost we are, Christ is still there seeking us, wanting to help us find our way home. And sometimes we run out of fear. Sometimes we run out of anger. Sometimes we completely rebel. So I know that I have in my life. There are times when I just, kind of flipped everyone off and took off. And I got further and further from who I was as a person. I got further and further of feeling a sense of true love and joy. I just found myself getting angrier and more lost. But I can be reassured that Christ never gave up on me. Christ was always there. And Christ is always there, seeking that lost sheep, that lost person, to bring them back home into a feeling of love and of joy. Wherever we are in our path, wherever we are in our journey, I hope that you know that there is a pathway home. And when I say home, I just mean love. Christ loves you as you are, for who you are, and he's welcoming you back home. Love God, love yourself, and love your neighbor.